Hi, I'm Rok and I'm a tour guide, and in this video I'll help you understand how much time do you need to visit Dubrovnik, Croatia. Is one day to see Dubrovnik enough? We'll find out what to do in 1 day in Dubrovnik, what to do in 2 days in Dubrovnik, and what you can do in 3 days in Dubrovnik. But before we begin, please make sure that like button receives a quick tap. It helps me a lot and it just takes a split second. Thank you so much for liking this video, and now let's find out how long to spend in Dubrovnik. It's a good idea to start exploring Dubrovnik early in the morning, as in summer it gets very hot during the day. First place you should visit before it gets hot are walls of Dubrovnik. The walls are almost 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles long, and they encircle the entire old town. You can walk the full circle or exit in one of the 3 entrances to make the walk shorter if you want. Unfortunately, there is no shade during this walk, so bring good sun protection and a lot of water. The full circle on the walls will take you about 2 hours. After a long walk, it's time to take a break in one of the cafes on Loggia Square. Here you can really soak up Dubrovnik and watch people walk by. After your coffee break, head in the nearby buildings you just admired. Here are St. Blaise Church, Sponza Palace and Rector's Palace. Sponza Palace and St. Blaise Church will only take you 15 minutes each, while Rector's Palace will take you about half an hour to 45 minutes. Visiting the interior of these amazing buildings will keep you nice and cool. At around 1 p.m. starts the hottest time of the day. Since you've already covered a lot, you deserve a nice lunch. Old Town offers plenty of charming restaurants, and its narrow side streets provide nice and cool shade. If you go through the gates next to the famous clock tower, you will get to the Old Port. It's surrounded by massive walls and impressive fortresses. Here you'll see private boats of citizens and offers for boat trips to nearby islands. In the middle is a building with 3 symmetrical vaults called the Old Arsenal, where they build ships. If you walk around the Arsenal building, you will get to another doors that leads you back to the old town right in front of the cathedral. You should look inside to cool down and to admire its artwork. Head for nice cold drink in Buza Bar. You will love small and narrow windy streets that leads to the bar. The walk from cathedral to the bar will take about 5 minutes and includes steps. It will take you about 10 minutes to walk from Buza Bar to nice and cool interior of St. Franciscan Church and Monastery. Once you enter St. Franciscan complex, expect to spend about 10 to 15 minutes in church and about half an hour in the monastery, where you can visit the old pharmacy and small museum. In the late afternoon, Dubrovnik slowly begins to cool down. Take a walk around Onorfio's Great Fountain and head down the impressive main street called Stradun. If you're looking for souvenirs, this is the place to find them. If you still have enough energy, you can also make a left or right turn to small side streets where you'll find interesting shops, galleries, small churches, bars and restaurants. If you haven't already, take a walk up the beautiful Jesuit stairs. After a long day, it's time for a nice dinner. If this was your only day in Dubrovnik, you've seen most of its main attractions. If you want to learn more about Dubrovnik top attractions, check out the video in the top corner. But if you're staying one more day, there are still some amazing places to explore. In the morning, take a ride with a cable car to the top of the mountain. Besides enjoying in amazing views, visit Napoleon's fort with interesting museum, Dubrovnik in Homeland War. Also treat yourself with the most scenic coffee break. Many visitors of Dubrovnik are also fans of popular Game of Thrones series. If you want to go on a guided GOT tour, they usually start at 11 and last about 2 hours. If you are not a fan of the series, visit museums and art galleries instead. And it's already time for another charming lunch. Since you've been in Dubrovnik for a while, it is finally time to jump into Adriatic Sea. Head to beautiful city beach called Banije to cool down. Once the heat is gone, it's time to see some more attractions. Walk or taxi ride from beach to Fort Lovrijenac will take about 20 minutes. If you haven't been there on a Game of Thrones tour, now is the best time, as views from the top are the best in the afternoon. Don't forget to bring your Walls of Dubrovnik ticket, as it also includes this fort. Most of the time you will spend walking to and back from the fort, as there isn't much to see on the inside. Take another evening stroll around the old town to explore a few more streets and head for another charming dinner. If you want to explore mighty Dubrovnik walls from the sea, then take a popular 3-hour sea kayaking tour. If you don't fancy sea kayaking, go back to the old port and hop on a boat to the nearby Lokrum Island. In the high season, the boat runs every half an hour. You can easily spend half a day exploring the island and swimming in the sea. Spend the rest of the day on the beaches and enjoy crystal clear Adriatic Sea. Head to the modern part of Dubrovnik to Lapat area. On pedestrian avenue of King Zvonimir, you will easily find lunch or snack in one of its many restaurants and cafes. Here you'll also find stands offering boat trips lasting from 1 hour to the entire day. The avenue leads to a nice beach where you can relax till the end of the day. Can you do Dubrovnik in one day? The short answer is yes, you can, as most main attractions are in compact Dubrovnik Old Town. But to really get to know Dubrovnik and its crystal clear Adriatic Sea, you would need to spend at least 2 or 3 days here. An average visitor spends 3 nights in Dubrovnik. If you decide to spend more than 3 days in Dubrovnik, you can also take one of many available day trips to other beautiful islands. You might even consider a day trip to beautiful Kotor town in Montenegro or Mostar town in Bosnia, as Dubrovnik is very close to both borders. I hope now you have a better idea how many days is the best for your Dubrovnik visit. If you want to learn more about top Dubrovnik attractions, check out my Dubrovnik Top 10 video in the top corner. If you like this video, give it thumbs up. If you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, or even your own experience about Dubrovnik, please share it in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll be notified every time I post a new travel video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.